Peace and Black Power. Peace and Black Power family. This is Jade Arundel, aka Lioness Crowns, your revolutionary, unapologetically Black African host, right here at FlyNubianQueen.com, the network for melanated women like you. Well, it's been quite a day. If you didn't catch my broadcast earlier in the Lioness Den, I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm gonna need you to go back and rewatch that because I said what I said and I meant what I said. But interestingly, this just came across my desk, and honestly, I went out, I got some things done and came in, and I get this notification for something that I believe is supposed to be an apology, a weak apology from Joe Crime Bill Biden. So let's see what this is about. Let's see what it's about. Yeah, We Shall Rise. I love that name, We Shall Rise. I love that name. Thank you so much, Deron S, for putting that in. Y'all come on here. Come on in here. I'm sure y'all you saw me earlier, and then you saw us Queen, my sister Queen, Vicky Dillard, lay down the law today, with all them gavels. On the Vicky show at a special time at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. If you missed that, you need to go back and check out that broadcast. Okay, you need to check out that broadcast. But I'm seeing something. Here. And I think I sent the wrong article to my girl. But my moderator is going to come in and definitely put this article in. This article is from the Daily Beast. Let me make sure I send it to the proper moderator who's going to put that in for me right quick. And also, I want you to know that I'm Jade Arundel, right here at FlyNubianQueenTV.com, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. But I'm spontaneous. I'll go live. I'll do what I want to do. I say what I want to say at any point in time. And I also like to go out to different things in our community to share those things with you. Okay, if you missed the press conference that happened at the Chinese Embassy on Malcolm X's birthday, I'm going to need you to go back and watch that from this Tuesday, May the 19th. We made history. Also, we were commemorating our ancestor and celebrating the anniversary of his 95th birthday. What would have been his 95th birthday? Okay, so I cover those sorts of things. I also go live over on our Facebook page, so make sure you are subscribed to Fly Nubian Queen on Facebook. Also, we are on iTunes. Make sure you subscribe to Fly Nubian Queen on iTunes and text the word Queens with an S to 31996. That's Queens with an S to 31996. All right, so I'm going to be in and out. It says, this is an article that I am going to read from, and it's from the Daily Beast. Let me open it up in my browser, and I want to see what city y'all are coming from. Let me know what city y'all are coming from so I can shout y'all out while everything is getting loaded. All right, and turn down my volume. I see y'all. I also see the broadcast right there. I don't think a notification went out, but it's all good. Make sure you come in and you're hitting that like button. I see B Will from ATL. Who else we got? Thank you, Duel. I see Duel is in the house. Thank you for putting that article in for the Daily Beast. You all can go back and make sure you watch that. Rick D. Downing says Washington, D.C. Roosevelt says Compton. We got the West Coast in the house. I see you. Toledo, Ohio. Compton again. Colorado Springs is in the house. We Shall Rise. I love that name, We Shall Rise. That's so awesome. All right. So Trill Face says she back. LOL. Hell yeah, I'm back. Listen, y'all thought I was going to let this devil get off the hook like that? Joe Quinn says Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte. Oh, thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Yeah, everybody give this video a thumbs up. I see ATL's in the house. Yep, you're welcome. You're welcome. We Shall Rise. You're welcome. Peace, peace, peace. All right, I see y'all coming in. Let's make this short and sweet. Listen, this fool, idiot, disgusting, deplorable, I'm just going to call him, I'm not going to curse, but I did it in my head and my spirit, so, it'll probably transfer over for what he did. Listen, the condescending, disrespectful, banter, I just saw 444 in the clock, is going to have to stop. We're not going to allow people to come at us, come into our spaces, come onto our platforms, stand in front of a black audience and act a damn fool and speak and ramble on about things that have absolutely nothing to do with what you're going to do for us. Remember what we said earlier in the line is then, don't bring none, don't get none. You ain't coming to the cookout is for family only. And if we happen to invite someone to anything or whatever, you ain't bringing nothing to the table, you can get the hell on. You know what I'm saying? Like Martin said back in the day, get the step in, and he kicks people out of his house. That's what we're on right now. That's what we're on right now. So basically, according to this article from the Daily Beast, let me pull it up. What the hell? All right, it says, wise guy Biden apologizes for "you ain't black" gaffe. They're calling it a gaffe, like it was a joke. It wasn't a damn joke. It wasn't nothing like that. It was complete disrespect, and we have to call it out as such, my people. All right. So this article was written by Hannah Trudeau, and it was updated today, May 22nd at 5:03 p.m. So we're breaking this about 25 minutes, after the fact. So let's see what the hell's going on up in here. Y'all hit that like button, hit that notification bell, make sure you subscribe, because we want to see what this fool is talking about. And I want to see if any of y'all are going to actually forgive this fake ass apology. Excuse my language. This fake apology. Let me know if you rocking with, Joe Crime Bill Biden. Type in a 0 in the chat. And if you said to hell with you, Joe Crime Bill Biden, give me a B1 in the chat. Give me a B1. Give me a B1. Give me a B1. Give me a B1. All right, here we go. I'm citing the Fair Use Act, you know what I'm saying, Copyright Act of 1976, all that stuff, Fair use, fair use. I get to talk about this for educational and commentary purposes, and the educational purposes that we will be doing today. I was a teacher. I can put on my teacher hat and talk about the goals and the objectives. Well, the objective is we have anti-black racism educational objectives up in here, up in this piece right now. And what we don't do is we don't bow, we don't forgive, and we definitely don't turn the other cheek. So let's see what Joe Crime Bill Biden has to say as y'all hit that like button and you come on up in here. Okay, it says, quote, "I tell you what, if you got a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black," end quote. Biden told radio host Charlamagne the God. Former Vice President Joe Biden apologized on Friday afternoon, just hours after telling radio host Charlamagne the God that he ain't black, if he had additional questions about whether to support Biden's presidential bid over Donald Trump's. Quote, "I should not have been," I'm going to just go back and read the man's words. Quote, "I should not have been so cavalier. I have never, ever taken the African-American community for granted," end quote. Biden said on a call with the Black Chamber of Commerce. Quote, "I shouldn't have been such a wise guy," end quote. Before Biden, the presumptive Democratic nominee, addressed the remark, his campaign had moved quickly to clarify it, saying that he was speaking in jest. In jest as in a joke, just so y'all know. That's what folks from his campaign were saying. He had some black folks working on his campaign too, caping for this BS. You know what I'm saying? Allowing this devil to disrespect black people. But anyway, back to the article. I'm going to need y'all to hit that like button right quick, because this is going to be short and sweet. It's probably going to be like a 10-minute, 15-minute at the most broadcast, because got other things to do than be playing word games and listening to fake apologies by unapologetically, white politicians who refuse to take responsibility for the havoc that the 1994 crime bill have wreaked on the black community, and how his racial targeting of our black brothers, of our black men, black children, have contributed significantly to a lot of harm. And you know what? We still want our money. We are owed a debt. We want our reparations. You know what I'm saying? We seek total repair for the most horrific crime against humanity. So cut the check. And just so you know, Crime Bill Joe, no tangibles, no vote. Anyway, back to this article. Quote, "The comments made at the end of the Breakfast Club interview were in jest, but let's be clear about what the VP is saying. He was making the distinction that he would put his record with the African American community up against Trump's any day, period," Simone Sanders, a senior advisor to Biden, wrote on Twitter after the segment aired. I'm just going to leave that right there. But what I will do also, I'm going to refer you to our sister queen, Vicki Dillard's broadcast that went off like maybe an hour or two ago, and she goes all the way into that, I'm not giving that comment much of my energy right now, not much of my precious energy. Our sister queen already laid down a law. Thank you so much for your generous contribution to flynubianqueen.com. Who was that? Reggie Donnelly. Jim Crow Joe just confirmed he can't keep his composure in high pressure clutch moments. Jade, you and Vicky stay giving these clowns that work. Brother gave me a fist and he gave me some flames because that's my favorite emoji. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for your contribution to Fly Nubian Queen and your kind words and for your support. Absolutely. Now I'm getting back to this article. Our sister Vicky Dillard then already checked Simone Sanders on Twitter, and then, you know, in her epic broadcast today, y'all go check that out. I'm not in it with any melanated people who choose to cape for this BS. That's all I'm going to say. But back to the article from the Daily Beast. Everyone hit that like button. It says Biden made the comment on Friday morning during an interview with Charlamagne on popular radio show The Breakfast Club. After being asked about his search for a vice presidential candidate, Biden first answered vaguely by saying he's, quote, not acknowledging anybody who is being considered, end quote, before adding that he could, quote, guarantee, quote, end quote, there were multiple black women being considered, end quote. African-American voters are the most loyal constituency in the Democratic Party and played a key role in elevating Biden's candidacy to the status of presumptive nominee. Yes, I'm going to pause right quick because if they get into all of that, I'm going to pause it. You know what I'm saying? I participate. I'm a voting member and all of that stuff. Register as a Democrat. I chose to do that because that's where a lot of power and policy and influence is, you know, what I'm able to do in my area to get things done. And yes, if Black American voters have been the most loyal constituency to the Democratic Party and we're not getting anything in response to our vote or aren't pushing to push policies that are specifically going to benefit African American people, then it is not a badge of honor to continue to go on to say that we have been his most loyal voting base within the Democratic Party, or for, you know, Joe Biden and his camp and all of that extra stuff. It's not a compliment. It's actually really, really embarrassing. Okay, so I'm not going to flaunt that. But this article goes on to read, pressed for additional details, an advisor interrupted to wrap up the interview. Charlamagne then said, you can't do that to black media. And guess what Joe Biden said? He said this, quote, I'm reading from the article, quote, I do that to white media and black media because my wife has to go on at 6 o'clock, end quote. Biden replied while looking at his watch saying, quote, ooh, I'm in trouble, end quote. So I described all of that earlier. I don't need to relive all of those moments. I'm not going to go through all of the stupid things that he said within that really, really train wreck of, and really, really insulting interview that he completely hijacked and dominated on The Breakfast Club. Y'all need to go back and look at that other commentary. But what I will say is that now he is claiming that he made that as a joke and that he apologized, right? So I want to know if y'all going to accept this man's apology and you still going to vote for Joe Biden. If you want to vote Democrat down ballot, you let me know. Cassandra Adams says very disrespectful. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all let me know what y'all going to do. Damn, his apology is a B1 in the chat. And if you still going to vote and cape for Joe Biden and support him, just type in a 0. Reveal yourselves. I want to know who's here. I want to know who's here. So I'm gonna read this fake apology again. It says former Vice President Joe Biden apologized on Friday afternoon, just hours after telling radio host Charlamagne the God that he ain't black if he had additional questions about whether to support Biden's presidential bid over Donald Trump's. I see the B1s coming in. Here's the apology though. Here's the apology, or the fake apology, or lack thereof. Quote, I should not have been so cavalier. I've never, ever taken the African-American community for granted, end quote. Biden said on a call with the Black Chamber of Commerce. Quote, I shouldn't have been such a wise guy, end quote. So not only, is this a BS apology, but he's also making excuses for his own racism. So let's just be real clear. Saying that was just a joke, or I was just being a wise guy, as he said within this fake apology, because, you know, he was on the phone with some bosses now, you know, the Black Chamber of Commerce, you know, they got the bag, a lot of power, a lot of influence, you know, as well. So I guess he started talking straight, and, you know, when he wants to come to us with his damn handout, I just saw 1444 on the clock, by the way. He can come to the black community with his hand out, he know how to talk straight then, right? But when he gets onto a hip hop nationally syndicated radio show and he's saying things like, oh, come on, man, cut me some slack, give me a break, man, and you know what I'm saying? We are the black community is getting, what did he say? The black community is getting murdered by COVID-19. All of that extraness, not answering any questions and refusing to apologize for, like I said, the 1994 crime bill. He can act a damn fool when he come on and he thinks he's just talking to the general public of black people. That just goes to show how much he respects or, you know, sees us as like actual adults, actual free thinking people, actually, you know, intelligent people. You know what I'm saying? As human beings. So that speaks to that. But to come on here and offer a fake apology and make excuses for it and say, that was, you know, that was just a bad joke, or I shouldn't have been such a wise guy, it's complete BS. Because there's multiple steps I've learned to making an apology. When you apologize to someone for something, it involves several different things. You have to acknowledge the thing that you did, specifically the thing that you said, specifically the impact that it had on the other person, right? You don't make excuses for your behavior when you give an apology, and then you state exactly what you're going to do to change and do differently the next time. And then you say that I'm going to change my behavior, and after I change my behavior and demonstrate that I actually do have some remorse for that thing that I did, and I do feel bad for the impact that it has on you, after I actually change, then I will, you know, hopefully you'll forgive me. That's how the process of apologizing works. It's not just like, oh, I did that, you know, and you explain it or make an excuse for what you did. You don't acknowledge at all the impact that your actions or your words had on someone else. And then after that, you just brush it off and like keep it moving. No, that's not how the apologies works. Wow, thank you so much for your generous contribution, Otis Thomas. It says 1994 crime bill, and he lied about not supporting it and said Hillary Clinton was wrong for supporting the bill. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Otis, for your generous contribution to FlyNubianQueen.com. We really, really do appreciate it. May you be blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Y'all's comments went away. I don't know what happened to the live chat. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so that's a non-apology. So, but unfortunately, a lot of people want to do it. And then unfortunately, a lot of these, you know, the same black folk that I was calling out earlier, who have allowed this man to make these little these little digs, you know, perpetrate these macro aggressions. They're not micro, they're not small. We're not going to minimize the impact of these things, these racial retorts and little slick things that, you know, like slick, you know, people like to say to us and talk slick out their mouths, and they think that they're being funny, and they offer these underhanded things to kind of like, you know, beat us into submission or whatever, humiliate us. It's black folk around him that's been around him, working for him for years, singing his praises, that have allowed him to behave this way. And some of them revealed themselves today and came out swinging for him and trying to defend him. And then he gets on the phone with on the line with the Black Chamber of Commerce, and then he says, quote, I should not have been so cavalier. I've never ever taken the African American community for granted, end quote. I shouldn't have been such a wise guy, end quote. This is the same fool who told a lie about him being arrested for going to South Africa, protesting in support of Nelson Mandela. I see 222s on the chat. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm just gonna set this right here. The link is in the comments. Like I said, I'm not giving all of this my energy. I don't bow down to white supremacy. I don't turn the other cheek. And no, I don't forgive. I don't. Somebody just asked me who I support. I support somebody who's going, you know, do something for black people, who's going to cut trillions upon trillions upon trillions of dollars for reparations to me, you know what I'm saying? And to avenge my ancestors who were stolen and forced to work, stolen labor and Jim Crow and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Mass incarceration. I want reparations to, you know, I want total repair for all of those things. That's what I'm voting for. That's what I'm voting for. When you find that candidate who's running for president, you let me know. Inbox me, DM me, hit me up. let me know who that person's gonna be. But it's definitely not Joe Crime Bill Biden. And unfortunately, I know a lot of people, especially within our community, the older generation, they're gonna fall for this. They're gonna fall for it. And it's a lot of young people who are elitists or who don't give a damn about anybody but themselves, and who are gonna say, well, he's better than Trump. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Yeah, we want the land too. You right, Troy. We definitely want that land. Sad but true, Cassandra. Okay. So I just wanted to give y'all that. Y'all go over and y'all check out that non-apology. You let me know what you think. Leave your comments under this video. You will see me back next week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the Lioness Den right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com's YouTube page, live and direct. Make sure you text the word Queens with an S to 31996. That's Queens to 31996. Go over to FlyNubianBusiness.com. That's FlyNubianBusiness.com. Check out our Facebook page and visit our shop at shopfnq.com. Enjoy your weekends. Enjoy African Liberation Day. I want you to enjoy your families. I want you to stay safe, stay prayed up, do something really, really nice for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Get some R&R, some relaxation, and have some fun. All right, y'all. Be on code and be on guard. Be on code and be on guard. I thank you so much for joining me again this afternoon live. I just had to get this out. So yeah, Biden can take that weak ass apology and shove it. This broadcast is ending, but so is global racism and white supremacy. We will and we must trample this beast through fortitude, preparedness, and collectivism. And always remember that they stole us, they sold us, so they owe us. Until next time, family, peace and Black power.